What's up, everybody? This is your boy Flawless, back with another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Man, what the hell's going on? What in the hell's going on? So many transactions, so much juice, so much goodness flying around in the fantasy community. I'm going to tell you, I was excited. And I was like, damn, it won't stop. It won't stop. It won't stop. And to that last little piece, I said, okay, I got enough information that I can go run my mouth about it, go tell it in the community how Flawless feels about it. Hey, I don't know what those owners got into, but I'm here for it, right? We're here for it, you know? It's the, how they say, it's the new teams for me. You know how they always say, it's this for me. You know, all right, okay, never let. Hey, man, hope you guys are doing good. Your boy's doing great. Your boy on a vacation. Well, I want to say vacation. I'm on a staycation. Get some stuff popped off. Getting some me time. Spending some time with my little one and stuff like that during spring break. So everything's cool with me. I'm feeling good. Got a little few things to do after I drop this video. But I had to handle my peeps first, right? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Loyalty, man. So let's just get to it, man. If this is your first time, make sure you press like. Subscribe to the channel. I shoot straight from the hip, guys. Shoot straight from the hip. You know, it is what it is here. And I ain't in the business of fluffing anybody. So if you appreciate the content, you appreciate the originality, that's what I'm here to give you from the spirit, from yours truly. Let's get into it. Now, you see me with the Jaguar thing on. You know, I'm just changing it up. So everybody knows that I'm from Florida, so I go up to Jaguar games a lot, even though I'm a Niner fan. So, you know, I've had this thing for a long time, man. So I say, you know what, I'm going to don the Jags. Because I'm actually rooting for the Jags next year, man. There's no reason they made the playoffs this year and shouldn't make the playoffs next year. Hell, you know what? Maybe win a game, possibly two. Who knows? Who knows? All right, moving along. Let's get into the juice, man. Let's get into the juice. Let's just start with my Niners first, okay? You know, I'm gonna keep it 100. You know, I gotta stick to the soil, right? Come on, man. So Jimmy G, former 49er. Jimmy G is now a Las Vegas Raider. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Obviously, Raiders was going to get a quarterback. It seems like, you know, he was kind of like the front runner, per se. And good for him. And I hope he stays healthy, and I hope he does the team some good. But there are some people that don't feel too kindly about that. Yes, Mr. Davante Adams, he don't feel too happy about it. I guess he wasn't in the loop or something along those lines, and he started feeling some type of way. And he made some little encrypted little tweet or something, a little message, and he put it out there maybe on, you know, Twitter or something. He's not happy, you know. So, hey, man, you ain't gonna catch 14 TDs every year. Who knows? He might do it again this year, but I hope Jimmy G stays healthy because they have a pretty good team over there. You know, they've been moving around some stuff, and we'll get to that next. But also, Josh Jacobs isn't happy about it. Josh Jacobs isn't happy about it either. But hey, these owners are going to do what these owners want to do, and I ain't holding them. Hey, they sign your paycheck. You don't sign theirs, Davante Adams and Jacobs. Get to work. All right, so I didn't expect to. Basically, this has seemed like news. It just came off the blurbs, you know, basically on Sleeper that the Dallas Cowboys are preparing to release Ezekiel Elliott. They're planning to move on. And man, come on, guys, isn't it time? Let's just be honest. Isn't it time? We've seen this for years. He's slow. This is no longer the 320 carry team anymore. You know, he's not dynamic. Never really been dynamic. He's been very, very good. So I ain't gonna hold him. But he's a shell of himself. You know, and he relies on the TDs to get it done. You know, to end up being a middling RB2. You know, so man, look, Zeke's done some great things, but it's crazy though because I didn't think maybe they check on the progress of Pollard before they did that. So. But it just come a time you look, guys. Again, we always talk about not getting left holding the bag, and Dallas is trying to move on. You gotta just go you got to go full steam ahead. And I applaud Dallas for it. I'm a Niners fan, so I ain't trying to give him no props. But Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated. So that kind of, they're set to cut him. So we'll see. That was the crazy thing about it, though. It's like, dang, Pollard's not even up yet. And you're set to cut him. So that don't mean the cut will come next week or if he'll come later, but we'll see. Let's stay tuned to that. I'm just only going to talk about stuff that's like fantasy relevant for the most part, So if it start talking about, this and that, and Jacoby Myers, I wouldn't advise y'all to be picking these type of guys or whatever because, Jacoby Myers, I wouldn't feel comfortable putting that in my lineup. Y'all may do it, but, I wouldn't advise it. You get a, I don't want to say I get my red. I just wouldn't pick draft him. Upside players, no plotters, right? All right, let's move on. This hurt my heart a little bit, and you guys know because he was with my guy last year. I expected him to pop, but Mr. Allen Lizzie, a.k.a. Lazard, signed a 4-year deal with the Jets. 4 years, $44 million, 22 million guaranteed or something like that. Man, listen, I like Allen Lazard. But it's unfortunate because he's like, you see what type of receiver he is. He's not dynamic like Christian Watson. So him going to the Jets, now basically Aaron Rodgers had this little wish list that he wanted. Allen Lazard, and he wanted couple other players there, tight end and the old schmuck that's been there forever, in Green Bay. But that don't mean he's going, okay? That don't mean he's going. So it's because Allen Lazard left, that he might. But I just, to me, I try to limit my time talking about this because, it seems like it's just too much drama. It's like these guys are, not these guys, Aaron Rodgers in particular, man, it's just like attention whores, and I don't care for that too tough. But we'll see. So basically, to start now, mind you, that guy that got drafted with Aaron Rodgers there 3 or 4 years ago, he's still there. So eventually, got to start playing, right? So they got basically to have Christian Watson there and Romeo Doubs as the starting wide receiver. So I like Romeo too. So he's dynamic. So that team could be just fine if Aaron Rodgers leaves. But then again, they also signed back the running back. They made sure he got back on. So both running backs on board, Aaron Jones and Dillon. So I'll be honest with you, I want to see Aaron Rodgers leave. I want to see him go somewhere and struggle. All right, so that's that. Rashad Penny is now Eagle. Now I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I drafted Rashad Penny in my work league. He did all right for me. I put him in there at flex RB2 at the time. No, RB2, I think. He glassed out on me, too, on an easy game, too. Game he's supposed to have did real good. I think I want to say he was having a good game. It was early, too. Gave me a nice small number. Maybe I don't know exactly when he got hurt. He hurt me during it was during the San Fran game. And I lost by a little bit that week, too. I think it was during the San Fran game. But, yeah, man, he glass as hell, man. Everybody knows Rashad Penny's glass. He just can't stay up. I don't know what the Eagles are trying to do. Eagles love running backs. That's the freaking hard part about it with the Eagles because they your quarterback already runs a boatload, and then you're trying to add more running backs to the stable. It's like they don't want to get the keys to somebody. They're cutting Miles Sanders. I believe they're cutting Miles Sanders. They've been wanting to get rid of him. Some of this stuff you can just see the writing on the wall. Just listen to the tea leaves. So he's going to be gone. I believe starting the season, it'll be my boy over there as the star running back. So, but we ain't going to talk about him. I don't want to play that seed too tough yet. But they actually re-signed old boy, what's his face name? Boston Scott. They re-signed him. That's the giant killer, they say. And now they're going to have Penny. So it's like, it's just so much going on over there. 3 running backs plus a running quarterback. But here's the thing. I don't think Penny's going to be healthy. I just think they're just taking a shot to see what's going on. So, goodbye, Miles Sanders, though. Time's up for Miles. And he had a great year this year, too, all things considered. So, but hopefully somebody will be able to pay him because of that year. He probably knew what was up, too. So, oh, man. Not really fantasy worthy, but I'll talk about it anyway. Andy Dalton reached the agreement. Now he's with the Panthers. 2 year, $10 million, $8 million, fully guaranteed. It seems like Andy Dalton is freaking mediocre and sorry as he is. He stay getting employed, doesn't he? Stay getting employed. While some quarterbacks don't have those opportunities. I'll leave it at that. So, all right, okay. Well, all right. Ex-Bear David Montgomery now is a Detroit Lion. And when I saw this, again, I was surprised, but not surprised because that regime over there had already fell out of favor with David Montgomery. But going to the Lions, let me tell you, that says a lot because that's not surprising because Jamal Williams is already, talking to other teams and basically supposedly that that the Bills are the front runners, which would be a hot mess. Would be a hot mess for the second year running back over there because I would expect him to be elevated, but still he still has his competition over there. But then they might release Singletary. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But David Montgomery being a Lion, running backs don't get paid much. 3 years, $18 million, right? It's crazy how the days of LaDainian Tomlinson and all those guys that got that big running back paid money, man. It's you might as well just not go to the pros if you're trying to be a running back. You ain't getting no bread. Well, I hate to say that. $6-8 million a year ain't no bread, but you know what I'm saying. Now, here's the thing how this works. I still see them trying to make DeAndre Swift being the starter, but is he healthy? Will he stay healthy? We always know he won't. I won't say we always know, but chances are he won't. So if Jamal Williams goes, then David Montgomery can be a lead back for a good portion of the season, half or even more, because I wouldn't touch DeAndre Swift with a 10-foot pole. I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, he's a PP. Yeah, he'll help you when he's in there. But we also seen when he was in there and he'll be playing, that old boy was getting more juice than him, more runs. So David Montgomery might be a little steal. Might be. If you're picking like a running back, if you like loading up on wide receivers and elite quarterback or something like that, and then you start running backs later, he could be somebody that you could check out. Because he can't catch. He's not dynamic either, though. But I think he's just as good, or I would tend to think he's a better overall running back than Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams can catch better, but I still think David Montgomery's a better running back than him. So let's continue with the Giants. Let's continue. Oh, boy. So the Giants and Raiders traded. And there's a lot to this, so it's a lot to unpack. They gave it the third round pick, which was the 105th overall, for Darren Waller. So Giants have a nice receiving tight end, ex-Pro Bowl tight end, to help Daniel Jones out, Saquon if he's still there, and the whole receiving core. All right? But here's the deal. I don't mind them trading. Not like it matters anyway. But the issue I have is there's a little bit of beef that went down that Darren Waller was reportedly upset with Josh McDaniels because he let out the details of him and his wife getting married here recently, when I guess he didn't want people to know. He didn't want to air it out. So once him and his wife got married, shortly thereafter, in which he married, Darren Waller married Kelsey Plum. Her name's Kelsey Plum. She plays basketball for the Las Vegas Aces, and they won the championship. Oh, she scored 20 points a game, yada, yada, yada. But he traded him, right after the wedding, essentially. So, of course, I'm not going to slide too far. So, of course, the new wifey jumps on the socials and be like, oh, he was just mad we didn't give him an invitation to the wedding or something along those lines. And, of course, freaking beta behind, Robert Griffin Jr., Robert Griffin the third, Robert Griffin Jr. Robert Griffin gonna sit up there and he gonna say some crap, blah 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 blah. Josh McDaniels not a romantic, this and that, making a whole to do out of it. But who cares? Listen, you can see what the Raiders are doing. They're getting rid of the chopped liver. They're moving around stuff. So just because you happen to go get married, what makes you think that he did that because he didn't get a wedding invite? You see how simple that is? I know it's a new day and age. And I actually looked at a video of hers or some video she did. I know she's a basketball player, but she's masculine. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And she, as big as Darren Waller is, guess what? She's gonna be telling Darren Waller, shut the F up, and what she ain't gonna be doing around that house once all the glitter and the newness of the wedding goes away. Man, y'all better learn to get a submissive woman, man, because if you don't, you ain't got time to be around that D fighting with these women. No. Send them back to the streets. Let's keep going. So the Saints they're going to give him Michael Thomas an incentive-laden clause type of contract deal. Listen, we already know around here, we do not touch Michael Thomas. We do not touch him at all whatsoever. He does not exist. Now nobody's still talking about Slant Boy. All right? So we already talked about Aaron Rodgers and wanting Cobb and Lazard, and other person he wanted over there is Mercedes Lewis. And Odell Beckham Jr. too. Like, man, shut up. Grow up. Grow up, Aaron. Grow up. I want this guy, I want that guy, I want that guy. Why not have those guys come to your team? Chargers granted Austin Eckler permission to go seek trade offers. That's crazy because, man, Chargers need him. Chargers need Austin Eckler. I just think that's a formality. Nobody's trying to get Austin. Listen, I'm not trying to knock Austin. It's great. I don't know. It just seemed like a formality. He'll be a Charger next year. If not, that would surprise the hell out of me. Surprise the hell out of me. I'm going to a little bit of secondary action real quick. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to be throwing the ball like crazy this coming season because they got rid of both safeties. Jesse Bates went to Atlanta and Von Bell went to Carolina, and I like Jesse Bates. I had him on a couple times as my fantasy IDP, or individual defensive players. And I'm thinking too, I might actually do that in the Flawless Fantasy Football Listener League. There might even be IDPs because that's something you guys have never experienced before, and I feel you would enjoy. Again, IDPs is where you kind of, certain stipulations, but in this situation, it'll be like a defensive lineman. You gotta have start three. You gotta have a defensive lineman, a linebacker, and a secondary player, meaning quarterback or safety. So a lineman, linebacker, and a secondary player. I think I might do it. I'm glad I thought about that. Yeah. Bring something special to the league. I know you guys, the majority of you guys probably even never played with IDP before, but trust me, it's going to give you a different perspective from looking at fantasy football. Like I said, if you need 5.5 points or something, and you got a linebacker playing Monday night, and you're watching the game from a defensive standpoint, vice an offensive standpoint, I'm telling you, it's awesome. You gotta get close to a tackle or something, you get mad at them for being lazy. I'm gonna do that. That's on. I'm not changing it. Nobody's voting. That's what's gonna happen. All right, let's keep it moving. Washington Commanders have released veteran running back J.D. McKissic. Come on, it's like McKissic, but it's time to go. It's time to go. Commanders have employed the Flawless Fantasy Football understanding of not being left holding the bag. McKissic is 29 years old and will be 30 mid-August. Okay? And at the end of the day, They're just going to decide to rock with Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson, and I feel that is a flawless way to go. Both different type of backs. Antonio Gibson can catch. Brian Gibson more so just the pounder and the volume type guy. So yeah, gotta let that age go and stick with the youth. So that's that, guys. Hopefully I didn't miss anything that I truly wanted to talk about. I think I got everything covered for what I wanted to discuss. So we'll see what happens with Zeke. We'll see what happens with Mr. Aaron Rodgers. Congrats to David Montgomery. I think he's in a nice situation because I don't believe DeAndre Swift can be healthy. Stay healthy. Good luck to Penny. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Get healthy. But that was a nasty injury he had. And plus he's already injury prone. So we'll see what happens. But it's another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. I'll holler at you guys later. I drop another episode, man, because look, the more this stuff keep happening, the more stuff keep popping off, the more stuff I have to touch bases with you guys, and let you know my feelings on it and what I see moving forward. So, much as I love Allen Lazard, I ain't touching Allen Lazard no more. Because you're already going over there with a stud, wide receiver that I actually like more than anybody. So, but if Aaron Rodgers does go, does that make Aaron Rodgers like a viable QB to pick late with Lazard and going over there with Garrett Wilson? Sounds nice. But we'll see. I'm still like 60-40. I'm staying with Green Bay. Thank you guys for showing up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. What's the craziest thing that you saw that happened here recently in the last day or two, as far as the trades or new signings that surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Flawless Fantasy Football. Till next time. Peace.